welcome you all. I just want to talk about something very significant and important to our lives, and it's something that's been eaten into the fabric of our being. A lot of people have been fighting over this. So today I just want to talk about overcoming procrastination. How you can overcome procrastination is a very big problem in our society today, most especially to the younger generation or young generation. No, but it's actually affecting everybody. So now I just want us to go down the lane. I'm going to be taking it. I'm going to be saying it slowly, so you can understand and take the step one after the other to overcome procrastination. Now, what is procrastination? In a simple term, procrastination is putting off tomorrow what you would have done today, shifting tomorrow what you would have done today, putting off the activities of today tomorrow, thinking that you have time to actually attend to it. That's procrastination. So when that tomorrow comes, you see that you have piles of problems or things to be done. So you keep on pushing it off to the next day. That's procrastination. So let's talk about overcoming procrastination. The first step you've got to take to overcome procrastination is to examine the behavior. Examine the behavior. Think about some of the things you have been putting off. Now, focus just on one of these texts and think about reasons for your procrastination. You've got to ask yourself a question, the question of why have you been putting off these texts? And you must know there are numbers of reasons you have been procrastinating. There are numbers of reasons that you've been procrastinating. Maybe here are the possible reasons. Perhaps you've been putting off your task because it is something you do not enjoy doing. Maybe there are other activities that you choose to do first, and the task you procrastinate is not a priority. Maybe you fear failure. Yeah, a lot of people fear failure. That's why they keep pushing it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to embark in this business. I'm going to take this task, but you are afraid of failure. So you keep pushing it off. Perhaps you put off even beginning the task because you want to do it perfectly. Yes, people want to do things perfectly. They don't want to make mistake. That's why they want to push off some things. They want to be perfect. And I want to understand something. If everybody is waiting to be perfect, nothing would have been invented. The phones you are using wouldn't have invented as I'm talking to you now. Apple phone, Samsung, the current one in the market is not perfect. That's why in the next 6 months a new one is going to come out. A new one is going to be out to correct the error of the one that is in 16 now. So, or maybe perhaps you put off your tax because it's difficult. Because your tax, man, this thing is so difficult. I have to get prepared to handle it. That might be your reason for procrastinating. You may think you do not have time to do the chore. You don't have time, and I don't have enough time. I have to go to work, I have to go to school, I have to take the kids out, I have to do this first. I have to cook. I have to clean the house. I have to do this. I have to do that. There are reasons upon reasons why we procrastinate. The task could be one that will take a long time and you put off starting because you know you cannot finish right away. Or maybe you are afraid of becoming vulnerable and opening yourself up for scrutiny. Yes, people don't want to be corrected. People don't want to be scrutinized. But without correction, you can be perfect. You can go on. You can strive. If you are living for the validation of people, if you are living for people's validation, then you have yourself to be blamed. Or perhaps you think the task does not absolutely have to be done yet, and you will get to it closer to the time you need to have it done. Yes, like some students, they don't like to read in the early stage of the semester because they think exam is not quite closer, so they want to put off reading and studying. They want to put it off to a closer period of exam, so they take their time to go out, to party, to vacate, do so many things, leisure and all that. Yes, yeah, that's the kind of people I call urgent and important. They want to do it when it's urgent, when the time is so close. So, in all these reasons I've mentioned, do any of these apply to you? Or maybe there are other reasons you have been procrastinating. For the next step in overcoming procrastination, now let's look at the result of procrastination. Think about the task that you tend to put off. Think about the task that you tend to put off, the habits you have surrounding procrastination. What are the results of this procrastination? How does the act of putting things off impact your life? That's the question. How does it impact your life? Most of the time, people find that putting things off simply increase stress. The task is even more difficult to do than it would have been if it was completed right away. And all the time the task is being put off, it causes stress. By doing the chore right away, the stress goes away. By putting it off, the stress remains until the task is done. Somehow, even though we know that procrastination causes stress, decreases performance, and makes us feel worse, we still continue to put things off. The causes of procrastination somehow seem more important than the cost. Overcoming procrastination is challenging. I want you to understand that. Overcoming procrastination may be difficult, but it is possible. Overcoming procrastination may be easier than you think. Overcoming procrastination is possible by addressing the causes of procrastination. The reason we procrastinate, looking at all the costs of this behavior and its negative effect, are not enough. Let's look again at the causes of procrastination. Perfectionism, conflicting priorities, vulnerability, chores we do not enjoy. These things can be overcome. Overcoming procrastination is possible. Overcoming procrastination is something you can achieve. Imagine a task that you have been putting off. Think of one specific thing that you have been meaning to do, but somehow just seems to keep procrastinating. Notice the thoughts you are having as you think about this task. All the reasons you have been putting it off, all the excuses, all the explanations Now, think about the reasons to do the task right away. Reasons to do the task within the next 24 hours. Which reasons are more compelling? The reason to do the task or the reason not to do it? If there are more reasons not to do the task, perhaps it needs to be removed from your list of things to do. If there are more reasons to do the task, then the following affirmations can help with overcoming procrastination. I've been putting off this task and I'm aware of the reasons I have been procrastinating, but I know this behavior only hurts me. When I fix with doing these things I do not enjoy, I'll begin them right away and then reward myself afterward by doing things I enjoy more. Allow yourself to experience the feelings you would have if you were this person who always completes things promptly. Imagine how good and successful you will feel even if you do not do things perfectly. Even if there are some tasks that do not go well or do not get done successfully, see yourself feeling good about your efforts, easily getting started on projects, eagerly jumping in, create all the details of what this would be like. You are the person. You have every ability to be the person. It feels great to allow this person to shine through, to let yourself do the things that you need to do without holding yourself back. Let yourself fully embrace this positive behavior, overcoming procrastination for good. Think again about the tasks you have been putting off. How would the person you have been imagining handle this task? Remember that you are the person. Allow yourself to do what you need to do. When do you need to get started on this task? You know the answer. You need to get started right away. There's what we call speed of implementation. No matter what you do, no matter what you see, no matter what you envision, you cannot achieve anything if you don't have speed of implementation. You have to have speed of implementation in your decision making, in your completion of any task that's set before you. If you are going to take out something from where they ought not to be, do it now. Anything whatsoever. That's what we call speed of implementation. So for you to overcome procrastination, you have to be a person who works and deals with issue up front. Yes. So you have to allow yourself to do what you need to do. When do you need to get started on this task? As I said, you know the answer. Get started now. Procrastination is the killer.